Colonel, what's gotten into you?
Lolly lule low, lolly lule low, lolly lule low.
Colonel, snap out of it. Colonel! Colonel!
Hi, everybody. Well, Colonel just died. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of Phantasy Star Online 2. We're gonna jump back into our usual shenanigans with the story, amongst other things. Mostly just the story, though. So let's do it. I'm just a little tired today, a little bit more than yesterday, so I might be yawning a little bit. Ah yes, Zara has achieved her full potential. She's got, not only her final form, but superpowers to go with it. Got a fucking spinning transmutation circle or some shit. I don't know, she's going full metal alchemist. Got the little crystal in front of her chest, and she conjures one up there. She's getting into all kinds of crazy shit. But, let's get back into the main story with Leon. We'll just leave her to her thing for now, you know?
You son of a...
This long, pregnant pause. Did that already?
We are currently deploying a counter-offensive against Deus Esca, which reappeared on Earth. It is limited to ARCS Ops who meet certain requirements. All applicable ARCS Ops, please report to the quest counter and join the mission.
Alright, it's time to kick some ass. No, we're not gonna do that, obviously. We're not gonna do the urgent quest. We're jumping back into the main story. Whew, so we left off on the story about Florent, the kid who became Dark Falls Gemini, and the weird dreamlike state that it's the weird dreamlike rendition of the story that we're witnessing in Omega. So the mission that we left off on is in need of a playmate. Let's see where this goes.
Clarissa led the Guardian to East Artia. The enemy horde was larger than anticipated, but was nonetheless routed by the team as they pushed forward to the capital. A castrum demonica was not all that awaited them, however. Toy Fallspawn, the minions of Gemini the Duplicate, were also in play. The Guardian made haste so that they might bring this crisis swiftly to an end. But standing gleefully in the way was Gemini the Duplicate with Florent's form. It was as if the Dark Falls were toying with them, almost as if remembering a more pleasant time in its life.
Is this an ambush? No. It's like they were waiting for us.
Someone to play with.
Oh, hey! You're here. I've been waiting for you. Now I've got tons of playmates. Come on, everybody. Let's play. It's time to have some fun. For all the games I couldn't play before. And won't be able to play again.
I'm not sensing hostility. Just an innocent desire for play.
Yeah. So what makes this tragic?
This is great. Completely different from my old life.
So this is
Why do you have to do another test on me?
what really happened.
Stop being selfish. When you destroy things, it's unintentional, yes? Best that they're inanimate. You might destroy a person one day. I'd hate to see that.
Fine then. While you're doing the test, tell me a story.
A story?
Ooh, you found something really cool, right? I heard people talking about it. Water that turned into you, and how it's going to change everything.
Ah, you're talking about what happened on that planet. That
Yeah.
was quite extraordinary. And the knowledge we obtained, even more so.
And Shion imitated
It will
her
usher
form.
in new technology, extend our lifespans, advance our research. And I think perhaps that something she told us holds the key to your abilities.
The water was... she?
She took my form, so I think that's safe to say.
Yeah, it was Shion. We're getting glimpses of the real past, what actually happened, whereas this is just like a nightmare. Well, this is just like some kind of fever dream version of it.
What a blast! It
What's
was
happening on
so
Omega?
Fun. I love playing games. Need to do that more often.
Yeah, the real Florence passed. Not the Florence we know here, but the one from real life, I guess. This is just a dreamlike state, so...
What did you see?
Gotta tell her everything.
So you saw some sort of images, like you did with Luther?
Yeah.
And they showed Florent and Clarissa's past. Was that before the Photoners met Shion?
Seemed to be right after, actually.
Unfortunately, I don't know anything about these memories you speak of. I'm sure Florent doesn't either.
Because you're not the real
There's
them.
a connection. It's that Florent was born with amazing abilities. Because of that, he was chosen to become the symbol. He offered up his body and his mana for the sake of his land. Guardian, we must make haste.
This is like a weird fairy tale retelling of what actually happened in the past. There's like parallel plot elements, but it's obviously, you know, not one-to-one. So we're learning the truth of the Photoners' past through a fever dream that sort of imitates their past, but not replicates it exactly one-to-one. I guess that's the best way to put it. Through some kind of weird fairy tale form. And that's what everything we've been doing is, basically, on this Omega planet or whatever. Florence request.
Cuento's forces, led by Harriet, were soon backed into a corner by East Ardia's unending hordes. The soldiers were in high spirits and put up a good fight, but were overwhelmed soon enough. Their defeat was inevitable. With such uneven odds, the soldiers eagerly awaited the order to retreat. But Harriet did not give it. She looked onward, steeled her resolve, and vowed to keep fresh in her mind the promise she made with the Guardian.
Shit. We're gonna lose a lot of people.
Lady Harriet, we can't hold them back any longer. We have to fall back and set up defensive lines in Cuento.
No. Do that and they'll be upon us in an instant. Call in our reserves.
But if we do that, we'll be leaving a hole in Coento's defenses.
Listen well, Varuna. This front line is our last line of defense. If any of those replicating monstrosities breach Coento's borders, our kingdom is doomed. We will defend this place to the last.
They've advanced this far already?
Guardian, please. You must hurry.
Yeah, this is a losing battle.
This is the capital. Yet we've seen no one on the way here. Huh. Which means...
They were wiped out. All members of the government. Every single person who lived here. They perished in one of Florent's games.
Florent thinks killing everyone is a game?
No, the opposite. Florent plays, people die. Which is why he's searching for new playmates. Those playmates are Quinto, Lady Harriet. And you, Guardian.
How do you know that?
Well...
Even though it is kind of obvious.
Welcome back, Clarissa. You brought me some new playmates, I see.
Wait! Clarissa! You didn't!
That's right. I've already perished. Florent created me. I act according to his will.
Damn.
If Florent desires friends, I bring him friends. That is my cause.
He died? Oh, you lied about wanting to save him? She seemed pretty sincere, though.
Well...
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Don't ignore me. You're ruining my fun, Clarissa.
Clarissa? What did you do with her?
Unmade her.
Miss her already? Oh, I can make as many as I like. Look.
Oh god.
See? And not just Clarissa. I have lots of friends I can make. Amazing! Huh. I can make as many playmates as I want.
Replication magic? Are these replicas? No, not quite. Wait, are you pulling these from the Akashic records?
Okay, let's play. Everyone else broke so easy, it got boring. That's why I had Clarissa bring me toys that wouldn't break. That's you guys. Now, let's have some fun. We're gonna be your playmates. Both of us. This is going to be a blast.
Well, that was the form he had when we defeated him with a toy. The reading I'm getting is so strong it doesn't even compare to that of Gemini the duplicate you fought in town. Please be careful. Alright, Zira. Thanks.
Even your attacks are barely getting through!
It's fighting just like I did in the actual fight.
Wowie zowie, Guardian. This is the most fun I've ever had.
It feels so wonderful to actually have a playmate. I've never felt so alive.
It's time for this to end. I'm sorry, Florent.
Oh, why does it have to end? Does there need to be a point to fighting? To playing? Tell me, Guardian. Why did I have to be so alone? Why did I always have to be locked away by myself? I want someone to be with me. To talk with me. To fight with me. I want friends. 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 I want them. 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 So, I make my own friends. So I was chosen. I use my power as the voice commands. I'm not a lab rat anymore. I'm Florent.
Florent, what in the world?
His memories are confused. He's not the Florent we know. The first symbol's memories are mixing with his.
Huh?
That's a real him, yeah.
Clarissa?
Gemini's
Clarissa.
essence is loneliness. Can you rescue him from it?
Of course.
Then I will guide you as best as I'm able, so that he might yet be rescued.
Clarissa.
Florent, enough of this. We were wrong.
Wrong? I haven't done anything wrong. I mean, look. If I had, would I have this many friends by my side?
Oh, shit.
Clarissa?
In the past and present, we ignored your loneliness. A sin we must atone for. No matter how powerful you become, you're still but a child. We were wrong to forget that. Your past instincts commanded you to destroy, but the past is just that. And now, it must end.
I don't understand, Clarissa. But why do I feel so sad all of a sudden?
Because this is all about to end.
But I don't want to be alone again. No!
Please, release Florent from this.
Well, that sure happened. That certainly was a thing, wasn't it? Oh man, that was super boring. Wish I could have forgotten that stupid, stuffy memory and just had fun instead.
Gemini?
Is this really the time? I'm Florent. And Gemini the duplicate. Let me prove it.
I know. You're one and the
What do
same.
you think? Surprised?
Fleur.
My name is Fleur. A new identity I created.
But honestly, neither of us can really tell who's who anymore anyway. Not that it even matters.
Right. It doesn't really matter. You know? Which is which?
I can't remember if I was being used or the one doing the using.
Tough to remember, having lived this long.
We were made to live this long.
But it was good. It was for the best. Really. Since we got to have so much fun.
But we're not having fun now. Because someone is using us.
Yeah.
I smell something bad. Very bad. And weird. Like you. My powers are being taken from me. So, I'll give them to you. But only on the condition that you use them to stop him. If you get rid of the one behind this, all the fighting should stop.
So what in the world is going on?
I'm Florent, Gemini the Duplicate's base. I've only ever wanted one thing. To make a place with no war, where everyone can have fun.
Yeah. He said as much before. Well, and, you know. His fairy tale self that we met earlier. That is what he wanted.
You son of a bitch.
Well, that didn't end too well. Not like before. You hate the kid's voice because he sounds like a grown-ass man.
On! Stay with us! I'm so glad you're all right. You had me so worried.
Yeah. That was kind of weird. Where'd everyone go?
Clarissa disappeared, with Florent in her arms. Everything he created went with him.
That means Harriet should be fine now.
Did you talk to him?
Yeah.
The one using Florent must be referring to Elmire. There's no readings in the area. Where could he be hiding?
Maybe inside of me now, since I've absorbed all the dark falls he's been sort of creating in this, on this planet. I hope not. The clipping of my coat through the floor, yeah.
Well, at least the supernatural should have stopped spawning. Let's meet back up with Harriet.
What's gonna happen to Zara with her cape the next time we go through this?
Dark Falls Gemini, the source of the supernatural replication, was struck down by the Guardian. Afterward, the Guardian returned to Coento in order to rendezvous with Harriet on the front lines. However, it appeared the battle along Coento's border was a long way from being complete.
Wait, so all the toys and stuff didn't disappear?
Guardian! Sierra! I'm so glad you're safe.
Uh-oh.
And you as well. But what are you doing here?
I received word that the Guardian cut off the source of the replication, and the situation appears to have improved.
It didn't all just vanish then.
However, the supernatural hordes from East Artia remain abnormally large. I intend to assume command until things calm down. Also, this is a mere feeling, but I sense something terrible is at hand.
You're not the only one.
A repulsive feeling, akin to what I sensed with Margareta.
Yeah, that would be Elmir.
Yeah, I don't think this is over either.
Things are getting interesting now. Chapter 5, Double Desires, End. It's over. Toying with symbols. The floor ate my coat. Oh, well, now that long-ass scene is over. How did Pizza Maid's stream go, Lantis? I assume you might have been there. Hope it went well. There we go. A shout out to the lovely Lantis Greyfield. I think she did a collaboration with somebody too. Easy Breezy TV, I believe. I hope they had a good stream though. Well, now that the chapter's over, we got more sub-stories. Our next main quest is Unshakable Anxiety. For sub-stories, we got The Vessels Are a Boisterous Bunch and Reunion with a Jeering Jester. Well, here we go. The mini slice of life episode with Gemini. Let's see how Gemini gets along with the other three inside me. I thought it'd be interesting. Why does it always gotta happen here, man? Well, not always, but you know. Here we go.
What is this place? It's so roomy and fun.
Wowie wow! It goes on forever. But we can always find our way back.
Wowie kazowie!
Enough flailing around, you two! You're stressing me out!
Aw, come on! We're just playing.
What a fussy old hag.
Oh shit!
Hag?
An accurate description. Children are always so brutally honest, aren't they?
Damn!
Shut your fallen pie hole, loser! Why don't you take a hike like Elder?
Yeah, where the fuck is he?
You two realize there's things you shouldn't say to others, right?
Obviously not.
I was still right, wasn't I?
Oh,
That you
damn!
were! That you were.
All right, here it goes. Looks like I'm going to have to teach these little brats some manners.
Whoa! The hag's ticked off.
Let's get out of here!
Hold it right there!
Can you guys just, you know, keep it down?
Our host runs this place. You might want to avoid making them angry.
Thank you, Luther.
We got yelled at.
And it's 'cause of that haggy old hat.
It's your own fault, you little twerps!
It's not our fault.
You're the one making all the noise.
I don't wanna hear it!
You son of a...
Said quiet, Mar.
Oh, so now it's my fault?
Oh, they're getting a kick out of this.
You son of a...
I told all y'all to shut your traps, alright? That would have been the better answer. The way he yelled that out. Less. You like the way I disciplined everybody that's living inside my head now? Or was that because of the shout out that I gave you earlier? Reunion with the jeering jester.
We're in the Akashic Records. It can reproduce any number of them.
Oh, this is the optional content that becomes unlocked. Every single one of these has unlocked some kind of optional content that the game doesn't tell us about, but it shows us this cutscene for it.
That's how unstable this world is. That's how precarious this world is.
Both, but thank you for the shout out. You're welcome, Lantis. You're welcome.
That's not me, but it's like me. You'll have to murder it good, okay?
Okay.
The Quinto army will hold back the horde! Our job is to take out the source.
We successfully routed Deus Eska. Thank you for your assistance with this operation.
Alright. Back to the main story already. Unshakable anxiety.
The Guardian had severed Gemini the Duplicate's influence, but Ys Artia's supernaturals remained on the offensive. Queen Harriet of Coento steadfastly led her troops to quell the supernatural hordes threatening the country along the border. The Guardian returned to assist on the front lines, but a foreboding sense of unease remained.
Darkfall's Gemini readings have nearly vanished. Do you think we're done?
I don't think so.
Indeed. We still have the profound darkness and Elmir to deal with.
Yeah.
Emphasis on the latter. He's way too sneaky for his own good. Where the heck is he? An earthquake? What in the...
Ask and you shall receive. Also a case of, speak of the devil and he appears.
What is that thing? Oh, jeez. Harriet and her troops are over there.
What the hell's going on here? So we better get over to the Saber ass. The genesis of a world-rending darkness. Well, the birth, basically. The beginning. Just realized that circle in the back is the same summoning circle, or I think it's called a sorceress circle that's underneath Zera. I got it as an accessory for her. It's the same exact design though. It was a PSO2 classic cosmetic too, I noticed. It's not something from NGS. But the graphics carried over a lot better than the other cosmetics from Classic, so it actually looks like, you know, it fits right in with NGS's graphics. That's why I'm using it. But yeah, it has something to do with this, I'm guessing. Maybe we're about to find out. Shit, we got an FMV?
What hole did these monsters crawl out of?
Damn! Nice reflexes.
Lady Harriet, our position won't hold. We must retreat at once.
I can picture this on like a PS Vita.
But at this rate...
Lady Harriet, perish here and all hope is lost. So please, I beseech you.
Understood. Varuna, give the order to retreat. Maintain the front, but we must return to Cuento.
As you command. What in the heavens?
Oh, we've been attacked from within Cuento!
Oh,
A horde
shit.
of monsters is heading this way! Protect Lady Harriet at all costs!
So now they
Milady,
can't get
it's
out.
far too dangerous here. We'll simply have to break through. Stay with me now.
Well, there goes the audio sync. Now they're surrounded.
A test of your reflexes!
No summoners or castrum demonica. Where are these supernaturals coming from?
They somehow managed to actually get the hell out of there. They're running for their lives.
Milady, the lake should permit safe passage. Take a boat and flee while I hold them off.
Varuna!
Milady, you need not worry. I will be right behind you. Now go! Protect Lady Harriet!
Sir!
Varuna! Varuna!
You should be safe here, Your Highness.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, shit! We got red shirts. They just died instantly.
I know that the Guardian will find some way to handle this. I'll hold off the hordes until then.
I think she's Elmir's next target.
Guardian. You're a sight for sore eyes, Guardian.
Oh, is that really me, though?
I had
We've been
faith.
through this before.
I always
I'm not gonna
had
be
faith
fooled
in you.
twice.
Thank goodness. With this, the world is as one. Pardon me, Guardian, but where is Sierra?
She's got good eyes. Leon? Question mark? The name.
Oh, you're more clever than I thought. I went to all this trouble for nothing. You suck.
Asshole. Imitating me? I was right.
Elmir!
She is his
Why
next
do you
target.
sound surprised? You knew I was alive, didn't you?
You mean to say you're immortal?
Life and death are all but meaningless in this world. Don't you agree?
What are you saying?
Yeah, she doesn't know. Shit, dude.
The Guardian does good work. The fighting nearby should calm down soon enough. I should truly thank them for the hard work. Elder, Luther, Apprentice, and Gemini. Their factors have all returned to the land. Which leaves you and me. Understand, Harriet? Or rather, the vessel of ephemera?
What did you call me?
By uniting ephemera's vessel with its soul, this world can be made one again. Your desired world made reality. No complaints, eh, Harriet?
This is something to do with what Luther did in the past.
No. No! If that happens, the world will be...
Time for a little miracle making! A miracle to end the world!
We never did get to the bottom of that. This has something to do with it. Yggdrasil, the tree of life, but corrupted. I don't know, I'm just making shit up, but just, you know, I'm seeing parallels with other media that I've seen before. Birth of the Primordial Dark. Sounds sinister. In all seriousness though, this is getting pretty bad now. Before we start this, let me see the tutorial for Dark Falls Gemini real quick. Oh, I guess I have to step out to see it. Also, I should feed the mag real quick. I think it should pop here. No? Do I have to log out and log back in, or... Maybe I just have to jump down to that platform.
What's up?
Hello, waifu.
Later.
Thank you very much for giving me your gift in your tsundere ways. Here? There it is. Sierra says, good news, Leon. You now have access to a new Dark Blast form. I've seen the last, like, 2 or 3 of these in, off-stream. Hey, Kagerisu's here again. I keep seeing them around this time, but usually they're in NGS. It's the first time I see them here. Anyway, using Dark Blast, you can leverage the immense power of Dark Falls during battles practice. She always says the same thing. I'm sure it'll prove useful to in your arsenal. Gemini form has been unlocked. The Dark Blast Gemini form has been unlocked. It can be used to devastate large areas with an array of toys and a variety of attacks. Also, by filling up the Gemini form's focus gauge, it's possible to unleash a powerful attack that scorches a wide area. Blooming Revelry is a skill. Powerful finishing move which scorches a wide area. Uses up all the focus gauge. When using juice and go-kart, you'll be able to attack while riding around in a go-kart? Of course. Okay. Alright, there it is. I'll send him a kudos. Like I usually do. When I see peeps. They're probably wondering why the fuck I was standing there too. They had no idea I was just reading a tutorial. They were like, why is this person standing so close to me, you know? But to be fair, most people, when they log in, they're standing in that exact spot, which is probably why Kagerisu was there.
Hello there.
But, you know, if they don't know you're reading a menu or something, it can come across as creepy, I bet. Anyway, let's continue. Now we can start this. Birth of the Primordial Dark. Yggdrasil, Gaia, the World Tree. Pick one. Yeah, exactly. You see the parallels too, right, Lantis? When you've seen it, when you've played enough video games, RPGs in particular, or seen enough anime,
What is that?
it all starts to just blend together, doesn't it?
Isn't it obvious? It's a cocoon. And cozily wrapped up inside is the Profound's source.
See, like, this plot point is exactly from Legend.
Wait a sec! Elmir!
This plot point right here, like what he just described in that tree coming out and looking like that, it reminds me of exactly Legend of Dragoon. The same thing happens near the end of that game. A tree with a cocoon in it that's ready to birth a god that's going to destroy the world. It's the same exact plotline. So yeah, it starts to all blend together.
Hey, haven't seen you since Epic. Thought I'd say a few hellos and thank yous, Chief.
It's epic, he says. Hellos?
Don't be like that, Chief.
Chief.
Oh, fine. Let me give you a hint, then. What, pray tell, is this?
Persona's mask?
Ooh, scary! This belonged to you, right? Though, I suppose I should say it belongs to future you?
He knows a lot more than I thought. Not surprising, actually, but yeah, he really knows what's going on. You're...
Correct. Gold star. I'm Darkfall's persona. Or at least, the inheritor to the throne.
What the hell happened to future me then?
The profound darkness merged with the Akashic records. The darkness that spilled forth from that snuck its way into me. Into Elmir, before I was born. Get it now? I was brought into this world at the same time Ephemera was.
A nice mask you got.
Ooh, I was in trouble for a while there. My factors unraveling. A poor excuse for a Darkfalls, unable to become one with the profound darkness. And then, you appeared. You really saved me. You clobbered the Darkfalls Collective and returned my factors to me.
Your factors?
I get it now. So it's like I said, this whole thing's just been a fairy tale-like fever dream state retelling of the past of a lot of the people who became Darkfalls, using the actual Darkfalls that came from the Profound Darkness. They sort of got like pushed out into this world after the Profound Darkness merged with it, and then that's how all this started happening. Okay.
Oh? Had you not noticed?
And now I've absorbed them.
You're crazy powerful, Chief. But you could never use a Darkfall's power as is. I took the factors for myself. All you got were the faintest, wispiest remains. That's why this body of mine is in such delightful shape.
I got the leftovers. That's what I've been absorbing.
How in the world could you do such a thing?
You bastard! Oh dear. Seems like the further down the family tree you get from the Akashic records, the weaker you become.
Wow, he just called her stupid in a very sophisticated way. And because talking about how she's, you know, like a descendant of Shion, but very numerous generations down, obviously.
The Akashic records made this world, and the profound darkness took root. There was only one place for the factors to go.
This whole land, yeah.
This world is the profound darkness, the place where I was created. But there was a twist. I wasn't like this originally. I didn't even have it in me to make a move before. I planned to slumber, unnoticed and silent, until an opportunity presented itself. But Luther always causes trouble, no matter what era it is. Summoning? He can call it whatever he wants. He accessed me and pulled me out. All my plans down the drain. But I wasn't going to sit by and do nothing while someone stole my vessel. So I got you guys to fight amongst yourselves while I took my vessel and factors back.
That's what he was doing.
Ah, that's right. I have you to thank for my vessel as well. You're the one who protected it.
Harriet?
Thanks to you, I have plenty of power, and will be revived in my perfect form as well.
Russell?
Oh, dear. I've gone and forgotten its name. Oh, that's right. I believe you called her Harriet.
What have you done to her?
He's in that cocoon.
Correct! Nice deduction, Chief. Now, any guesses on what that cocoon might be?
Well, Lantis has 3 of them.
I can only exist here. Only here.
And I concur with them.
So, all I need to do is absorb everything into me. That's a Dark Falls raison d'etre, right, Chief?
Reason for living? I'm gonna assume that's what that phrase means, but I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Well, I won't let you do this.
Temper, temper, Chief. Besides, you're far too late. Bye-bye, Chiefy Weefy. Your heroic tale of global annihilation was quite intriguing.
You bastard! Fuck!
Guys,
Gone.
we got a teensy little emergency. Gotta yank you out. Sorry.
Yeah? Hans is like, that's right! The hell's going on? Oh shit, it's growing again. Black hole expansion.
He's pulling his cock out!
January 8th, 10 a.m. Well, we're in the midst of winter now.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it was Alma that said it, okay.
Now. Are you okay?
I was like, yeah, Zira's right next to me. Why would...
look horrible. Did something happen?
A lot of bad shit happened, honey. It's a long story.
Fair enough. The two are likely related, so let me start by explaining what's going on here. The black hole suddenly expanded to a gigantic size, and not from absorbing outside material. It's expanding from within. This is what it looks like from afar.
Big ass set of teeth. That's what it looked like before, but...
What's that pulsating sound?
Yeah, that wasn't there. It literally means reason for being? Oh, you were saying I was right about my deduction about raison d'etre, or I don't know if I pronounced it right, honestly. Okay, so my deduction was correct. Thank you, Lantis. I appreciate that. I got it. I did it. I deduced it correct.
Sound doesn't travel in space, so yeah, that's weird.
Raison is almost like razón in Spanish, so I'm guessing it's a Latin phrase he used. And Spanish is heavily rooted in Latin. And so Zira says sound doesn't travel in space, so yeah, that's weird. Oh yeah, that's a good observation. The fuck is going on?
It's beating like a heart, and getting bigger by the moment.
It's like observing a baby in utero.
Hey, you two. I wonder, would you mind explaining what happened on Omega?
Of course.
Okay.
You gotta tell him everything. The whole damn story.
Omega itself is the profound darkness.
So the profound darkness isn't attached to Omega. It's more like Omega is attached to the profound darkness's back. It's weird, though. What happened to that guy who was supposed to be the profound darkness's true form?
You mean the future me?
Elmir says he's Persona. I guess he could be lying, but I don't see why he would do that.
We can't afford to take an optimistic read of the situation. We should operate on the assumption that the Persona we knew no longer exists, and that Elmir is now Persona.
Oh, that kind of hurts.
If this is all being caused by Elmir and his cocoon, we have to do something to stop it.
I don't know if it's correct to call him future me anymore. Rather, alternate future me would be better, but that's kind of wordy, right? It's a future that never came to be now, but it did at the same time. Because he obviously was, you know, even though I changed my path, he still existed. So his timeline still happened, you know? It's kind of like the whole... This is how it always goes with time travel. It's kind of like how Trunks in Dragon Ball Z doesn't just disappear out of existence when the timeline is altered. It's like every timeline is different, basically. So when he traveled into the past, he ended up in a different timeline than his own. So it doesn't just erase what happened in his. So then he goes back home and the devastated future from the androids and everything is still the same way as he left it. But he's able to salvage it a little bit with his newfound power, at least. You know? Whenever I see time travel in stories, they tend to stick with that. Because it also this is kind of a spoiler for... I mean, I just spoiled Dragon Ball Z a little bit, but... It's something very similar happens in a different MMO with a lot of deep storytelling, so... But I found that today is one of those French phrases that's used in English. Okay. Like, NSI... I actually have no idea how you would pronounce that. I almost said Hennesais Quo, but... Hennesais Quo, but I assume that's probably pretty far off. Hennesais Quo? I don't know. But if it's French, then yeah, I'm definitely not gonna be able to say it correctly. This is all being caused by Elmir and his cocoon. We have to do something to stop it.
So basically, we have to destroy it. How are we gonna do that?
And is that gonna kill Harriet too?
And if we do, Harriet is inside. What will happen to her?
Giving up already? Pathetic.
Oh, there we go. I didn't just absorb Gemini in that moment. My future self came along for the ride. We're not out of options.
But... no, you're right. You're absolutely right.
That's kind of rich coming from him.
If we don't understand what's going on, we have to do something. We came all the way to solve issues that we did not understand. I guess we will just keep going and do everything we can.
We'll handle things here. I need you two to continue your investigation on Omega.
Je ne sais quoi? Yeah, I was like, hold on, you would pronounce the J as Je, right? Trying to figure out how to pronounce what you said, Lantis. We'll handle things here. I need you to continue. Okay. You got it, Shell.
We don't have a lot of time. But you're right. We can still do something about this.
Let's head back to Cuento. It's probably a mess there without Harriet.
True. Why does that phrase sound familiar now? Je ne sais quoi. Je ne sais quoi. I almost got it then. Once I realized the J was pronounced J. Je ne sais quoi. It was je ne sais quoi. Got it. So the I makes it qua instead of quo. I get it. Je ne sais quoi. I've heard that phrase before. few times, actually. But you did say it was one of those French phrases that's used in English, so I guess it must be somewhat common then. I don't know where I've heard it, though, and I don't know what it means. But I've definitely heard it. Huh. I wonder if... I'm assuming they're implying that Persona's inside of me now, too. The old Persona, my future self. Unless he's communicating with me from far away, but... I assume that isn't what happened, because we saw a glimpse of Persona when I passed out after absorbing Gemini, so... It's kinda... I assume what happened is that he kinda snuck in there with him. And so now the new Persona is just that guy, Elmir. Also, I said it's a bit rich coming from him, for him to say, you know, you're giving up already. I mean, before we were the ones who insisted on rescuing Matoi, what did he want to do, right? He wanted to give up and just kill her and then kill himself in the process, which we saw how that timeline unfolded. We were stuck in a time loop. So I was like, that's a bit rich coming from him. But at the same time, it kind of fits because he's saying like, hey, you've pulled off, you know, the unthinkable before. You've done miracles before. Like, you did something I never thought you could do. You actually completely changed the timeline and history, and even Shion didn't see that coming. So why the fuck are you giving up so quickly now, you know? I get it. I get why he said it. I don't know what used to describe something indescribable. That's pretty meta. The fact that I basically said I don't know what means. That's pretty. All right, I like that. I basically said I don't know what means.
What? What the fuck?
Yeah. That's what I said. I don't know what je ne sais quoi means. I don't know what means. Yo no sé qué. Wow, they actually ring je ne sais quoi, yo no sé qué. Do you see that? Do you see how they have a similar ring to it? I literally just said the same thing in Spanish now. Yo no sé qué, je ne sais quoi. I like that. That's pretty cool. They have a very similar ring to them. That made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Little connection between Spanish and French there. That was nice. French is the only reason I have any clue about Spanish. I feel the same way about Italian. French, not as much, but Italian a little bit more. There's some phrases I hear in Italian that I'm like, did he just... I was like, wait, that wasn't quite Spanish, but that sounded very similar, you know? It's fascinating to me to see how I mean, I know why, because they all derive from Latin, but still, it's really fascinating to see when words and phrases between different languages kind of connect with each other that way. To find the parallels when you actually know at least one of them, and you kind of hear something somewhat familiar in another language that's like adjacent. It's really neat. I mean, that tickled me. I like that. It makes me want to start learning like French or Italian. Which I think some of my family members started actually trying to learn Italian because they know Spanish as well, so... yeah. Let's watch this, because I'm really curious about what they're going to say in it, and then we'll wrap it up. This time flows differently in Omega. Yeah, no shit. I mean, everything was just we just got an explanation, basically, that everything that's happened after the profound darkness fused with the Akashic records. Omega was created, the whole thing with the ephemera started happening, but Harriet and the others have told us that that's been going on for hundreds of years at least, I think they said. The whole war with the Castrum Demonicas and everything has been happening for hundreds of years. But none of it started happening until their world was created and everything, which is after the profound darkness fused with the Akashic records, which was literally just like a day or two before we went there. So within that like couple of days that it took us to actually go to Omega, hundreds of years went by. Which is why when we got there, they were like, yeah, this has been going on forever. And we're like, but this just started. So yeah, clearly time flows differently. Italy and Spain are in relative proximity to each other, geographically speaking. Yeah, which would explain the similarities between their language. You know, like, I get what you're saying. It explains why they're a little bit more... Those two languages are a little bit more similar than others. Similar to each other, I mean. Since they're close proximity-wise, obviously the people interacted with each other, so... It was a mixing of the languages. Again, it also helps that they were all derived from one language, Latin. So... Alright, let's watch this. Time flows differently in Omega. I like how this is turning into a academic, we're turning this into an academic discussion about language, and I like it. Like, actually, though, it's kind of neat. I like these kinds of conversations.
Ephemera first showed up in that world a few decades ago, right?
That's what it was, yeah. So it was not hundreds of years, just...
Which means the profound darkness got there a little earlier than that.
Mm-hmm.
The profound darkness went to Omega at roughly the same time we did. So why the gap?
An enormous gap.
Allow me to explain.
That's around the same time Alma appeared too, so she better know something about this.
I mentioned this before, but the flow of time within the Akashic records is pretty messy.
Yeah.
Every time we arrange the records inside, all kinds of worlds get jumbled up at unbelievable speeds.
English hid in a dark alley and shook down other languages for whatever they had in their pockets at the time. That's a good way to put it, Lantis. English was the imperialist language. And indeed it still is. Funny enough. It still is used as the main language by the most imperialistic countries of today. Things haven't changed. Not to say that other countries with even some of the other languages we just mentioned haven't also done shady shit. Of course they have. But I just... The way Lantis described it kind of made me think of it that way. It's a senseless mishmash, yeah. Every time we arrange the records inside, all kinds of worlds get jumbled up at unbelievable speeds.
The profound darkness, a foreign entity, got in, followed moments later by you. Once I noticed you, I synchronized the time streams.
But within those few moments it took for you to synchronize the time streams, decades went by? Damn.
You did what now?
The toy's so lost.
Basically, I fixed things up real good.
Two waifus on screen. The main wife, and now Alma. I really like her design.
However, at that instant, a tiny difference in the time stream caused several decades to pass.
Yeah, that's what I basically just said. I'm farming the SMH emotes.
That's how chaotic the flow of time is in Omega. I mean, the Akashic records. Time rotates over there, which sounds odd, but that's what happens when records are getting jumbled up all the time. So what would have happened if you didn't stop time back then?
Yeah.
The black hole would have probably swallowed everything up lickety-split.
Holy shit, she saved the universe in that instant.
Didn't mean to knock that one way out of the park, but hey, I guess I did.
She bought us a lot of time, basically.
Dylan!
She did it!
You son of a bitch.
Two waifus, two plunging necklines. What's a plunging neckline? I genuinely don't know what that means. The people of Quento take refuge. Alright, well that's our next main story for tomorrow. At least we didn't end up with like a huge list of sub-stories for now, so I don't have to avoid walking around certain parts of the ship. But I realized earlier, it hit me that there's actually a solution to that. I can just change episodes before I leave. It means I wouldn't be able to outro with this music in this background, which would be unfortunate. But I could literally just yeah, I could leave and then talk to Zira and change to a different episode so it doesn't accidentally trigger like any sub-stories from this episode. I could have done that. So that didn't hit me until now though. Pretty soon this won't matter though, because once we finish our first playthrough, that's it. The story progress is synced for your entire account. So any new characters you make on any server, I've already tested this, will already have everything complete if you did it on one already. So you'll never be able to trigger sub-story quests or anything ever again by walking around the ship after you complete the game once. Unless you start playing on a new account. But why the hell would, you know... I guess some people would have their reasons for doing that, but fuck that. I mean, you lose not only your progress, but all the cosmetics you might have gotten too. You won't even be able to use them, you know? So, playing the game through again on the same account might be a little jank. It's gonna be jank, but I prefer that to, you know, losing everything. Not losing, but, you know, not having any of the stuff from your main account by doing a different account. It's, you know, small price to pay, so I'd rather do that. Especially with all the cosmetics I've already acquired for Zara. She's gonna be the next playthrough, so... the main character, so... for the next playthrough. The plunging V-neck creates the shape of the V and exposes the... décolletage? Cleavage in the chest. Oh! So that's what plunging neckline means. The plunging V-necks can be deep and reach as low as the navel. So I don't know if I even said that word correctly. Décolletage? Or décolletage? The décolletage. I don't know. It's the first time I've seen it. I've never seen that word before. Oh yeah, I said it right! Echo hyper. Nice. Now I'm learning terms and phrases for fashion. I appreciate this, Lantis. You're teaching me so much. I love that emote. Yeah, did it. Poggies. This is turning into a very educational stream towards the end. I like it. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. All right, folks. I gotta love you and leave you now. It's been over an hour. So I'm gonna cut this off here. Poggers. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate the support across all platforms. And thank you, Lantis, for coming by to keep me company as usual. I really appreciate it. And thank you for teaching me a few things about French. And teaching me what a plunging V-neck and a plunging neckline is. So basically, I just realized Zara's first outfit was a plunging neckline. Because it's just Matoy's outfit. Same one she was wearing in that cutscene. So, thank you for the adventures. You're welcome, Lantis. And thank you for joining me on them. So yeah, wherever you are in the world, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, good night. And please do take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there. And until next time, I hope you all have a... well, I just said it, right? Have a wonderful evening. I said it backwards, that's why. But yeah, take care. Don't die. Stay safe. All that good stuff. And I'll see you all next time. Bye. Have a great time. Lantis says have a wonderful night. You too, Lantis. You too.